So in today's review, I have a company called Dan the Tire Man. Something that I came across on the internet because I was looking to purchase new tires for my semi-truck. And as you can imagine, tires for trucks this size are relatively expensive. However, this particular company does not just do semi-tires. They do farm tires, ATV tires, motorcycle tires, car tires, truck tires. They do tires in general. They also do wheels, but this is going to be about tires. So I was searching for tires on the internet and locally and everything, seeing if there was a shop that had like a credit program or even like a business account and whatnot, just so I didn't have to upfront all that money, because a full set of tires for my truck is going to run about, $5,000 or varying degrees depending on what the tires are. But I was searching around and I came across a few different programs on the internet where you can actually lease your tires. And I dug into them and found a couple of them, interesting enough to where I was looking into them at a very minimum. And I came across Dan the Tire Man, and he's located out of Cave Creek, Arizona, and does free shipping directly to your home or business, or actually even an installation shop, which was something that was cool about this. However, in doing this, he was the one that I chose going with, excuse me, because the overall setup was the best for me. He had a better tire selection. There was no hard credit check. They did a soft pull on my credit, and then they gave me a higher credit limit than what the other places were willing to do. Why that is, I don't know. I don't really care. I got what I needed, and I was approved for $2,500, which actually put me in the perfect bracket of where I was looking. I needed to get 5 new drive tires for my semi-truck, and that's exactly what I did. I picked the brand that matched the one brand new one that I had just put on, and I had 2 that were already good, so that made me a full set, and I went from there. Now, they have 2 different types of financing through Dan the Tire Man. One is called Snap Financing, which I did not use, and one is called Progressive Leasing, the one which I did use. How they are set up in not doing an actual hard credit pull is that, it's obviously considered a higher end or riskier lease type option or credit giving option, but I didn't care because it was something that I wanted and something that I, technically needed at the moment in time. So I went with it, and how they work it is once you're decided that you're approved, they put you on and you go through and DocuSign all of your documents through email and whatnot. The overall process takes approximately 10 to 15 minutes. I guess it depends on how fast you really want to do it or move. But their process for me was very quick. I got the paperwork and I signed it through DocuSign and sent it back. And within 4 days, I had my 5 tires sitting at my house, which were delivered by a semi-truck, boom, at my house, unloaded them, and had everything else taken care of from there. But their process is, in the lease, you will make weekly payments. My weekly payments came out to being $109 and some change. And so they would take weekly payments, once a week, every single week, based on my pay schedule. Moving on from there, these payments are designed off of a 12-month lease. So 52 weeks worth of payments is how this is ultimately going to end up. So anyone that does the math can figure out that, roughly speaking, $100 a week at 52 weeks, $5,200. So mine came out to, was somewhere right in the neighborhood of like $5,500 all in all to pay for these tires. And again, I can get a whole brand new set of tires all the way around the truck for that price. So I'm not trying to pay more than I need to. But if that works for you and you're willing to pay the price of doing business and getting something you need, you're going to pay that premium in order to get it. However, if you complete your lease within the first 90 days, as a lot of places will offer this option, there is a 90 days same as cash guarantee, where you pay it off in the first 90 days and my tires came up to $2,250, then I pay $2,250 minus any leasing financing fees or tax and anything of that sort. So it actually works out in my benefit and for anyone's benefit to take advantage of that option, which is what I'm going to do. I've been overpaying. I've been involved with these guys now for just under 30 days, so I still have quite a bit of time left to pay my tires off, and I'm not concerned about it. It was just one of those things where I had the money to throw at the tires, but who honestly wants to throw down anywhere from $2,200 to $5,000 like right now on tires when you can just hang on to that money and pay it a little over time? I mean, I don't know. I've been on this thing where I'm trying to spend other people's money and save my own money and build my credit up, and that's the way I've been doing things. So I decided I am not throwing my money at it all in one chunk. I'll pay them a little bit over time, hammer it out in 90 days, and be done with it. Now, on the overall service with Dan the Tire Man, that company on its own, very pleased with that service right there. Very responsive crew. I did get a phone call from them just to verify that I wasn't, doing something crazy or with somebody that had got my information. And then once they did that, I had my DocuSign agreements and everything through my email, and everything worked out just smooth as could be. There was no kind of funny business going on anywhere, and they made it honestly seamless and just so simple that I can't thank Dan the Tire Man and that crew enough. It just overall just super simple process. Had it an approval within minutes, had my papers within minutes, had them signed and back to them within minutes, and they offer somewhere between like 2 and 4 day free shipping, and that's it. I don't believe there's any other option where you can speed it up, but I didn't really look. Either way, I ordered on a Thursday evening. Everything was processed the next day, and given the fact it was a weekend and it was actually I do believe it was a holiday weekend at that, I did end up getting my tires on Wednesday the following week. So in my opinion, they honored their promise to have them there within 4 days, given the weekend and whatnot. So very happy with that. The service was just absolutely amazing. And then as far as working with Progressive Leasing through Dan the Tire Man, again, super simple. They sent me some paperwork in the mail that I have right there from Progressive Leasing, and that gives all the finer print details and everything on my lease, even though I already have all this stuff that was provided through DocuSign. And they also have an app, Progressive Leasing. If you go with that option and you end up with that option, they have an app where you can go online, enter in all your information, even though you do all this stuff beforehand, and it comes out of your bank account automatically, because you do have to provide either your tax identification number, your TIN, or sorry, I said that wrong. You have to provide your EIN for your business if you're doing it through your business, or your social security number if you're doing it as an individual. And then you need a photo ID to prove who you are, and a bank account and routing number. And all this stuff gets pre-programmed in as soon as you're doing all this, so that way they can verify that you can in fact pay for these tires, and they take the payments automatically. So that's how it's set up. You can go through the app though and pay ahead of time, which doesn't mean it's going to alter your payment schedule. They're still going to take those payments as they were scheduled to be taken, but you can pay ahead of time and put more on, so that way you overall bring your payments down. And then they do have a button inside of that app that says pay now on the 90-day lease option, same as cash, and you can just click that, and if you have all the money, boom, pay it all right then and there and get it over with and be on your way and be done. So the Progressive Leasing company itself, I've had no problems with, as well as Dan the Tire Man, no problems with. And the app for Progressive Leasing, in my opinion, just being the technology world and everything today, makes it so much more simple for me, because I have an app for everything on my phone. And just having that ability to do that, check on things, and go through it, worked out great. They also make sure to send you email reminders of, hey, your payment's coming up on this date, so that way it doesn't catch you off guard if you've let it slip your mind for whatever reason. So all in all, the overall review of the Dan the Tire Man setup, great company. They have a great selection of tires. They got me approved super fast, got my documents signed super fast, sent to me super fast, and back to them super fast. And they also honored their shipping agreement, very, very on point, got my stuff to me very quickly so that way I could get it installed and on the truck and rolling back down the road again while I was at home on home time. So again, they offer tires for all vehicles, it doesn't matter what it is, but me specifically, I used it for my semi-truck just so I didn't have to spill that large amount of cash. So if you're somebody that's in a bad credit situation, a no credit situation, or just flat out don't have the money or want to even spend that amount of money and you'd rather pay on over a period of time, I definitely recommend Dan the Tire Man. And again, I'm not paid to be pushing him. I'm not paid for any kind of review. I have not received anything in any way, shape, or form. Anyone who watches my channel knows that I review things that work for me and are worth looking into. And that is what this is all about. I'm just trying to put information out there to help other people that may either be in a situation or just looking for different options. So with that said, Dan the Tire Man is definitely something that I would look into if you're needing tires for any form of vehicle. I will put a link to his website in the description below. Feel free to check him out. And thank you for watching. Everyone have a great day. And I look forward to talking to you very soon about other things, probably credit related. Have an amazing day.